Hill, TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mark. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Wildcard Martin in the building. Is everybody doing all right? I know I'm a little late. I was held up on another podcast, chilling. You know, I'm making my podcast rounds, but I apologize for being out late, but I'm here. It's your boy Wildcard Martin. Welcome to another episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, episode 274. Man, I'm racking up these episodes. 274, yes. And as always, that's my player, partner, pimp, brother from another mother. I call him 40 Water. Y'all call him Silent Hill TDS. Make sure you're going over to Hitchhikers, all right? Hitchhikers. See it's going on the bottom of the screen. Like I said, Silent Hill. That man's talented. Go show him some love on his YouTube channel. Hey, and then while you're over there on YouTube, make sure you show us some love as well. I.O.W. Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Where all the content is stored. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. You can find us at I.O.W. Sports. Hey, if you want to chop it up with the Wildcard Mar personally, see it under my name, Twitter, at KC Wildcard Mar. Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. And shout out to Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel as we simulcast the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition show with Let's Talk Sports. For those who are watching us on Let's Talk Sports, hey, continue to show us love on Let's Talk Sports, but hey, give us a follow on I.O.W. Sports YouTube channel as well, please. You know, get this algorithm popping so we can be seen. But no, much love to Let's Talk Sports, man. My man Dan, man, doing great things over there. Man, he knows a lot of people. Man, been very helpful with if I need guests for a show. Man, and literally connections. This man is a podcast, sports podcast nucleus, I should say. He's in the center of a lot of people. A lot of people know him, man. So shout out to Dan. Let me get a shout out to a couple of my peoples in the building. Shout out to Smitty, my man Smitty. He came in, knock. My man Double J. What's up? Shout out to Jay Jones. Shout out to G Money. Man Cave Sports Podcast. Shout out to my fellas over there at 613 Fate Productions, the Man Cave Sports Show. Jay Jones, G Money. Hey, shout out to my man Melvin Wall, Corey Chen, Jay, Chris, Man Down Zoe, the whole Man Down Sports fam. Shout out to them. You know, a lot of people we do a lot of collaborations with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we here. And we got we got some stuff to talk about. My man MJ in the building. What's up, man? What's good? What's happening? My man finished his birthday with a bang. So, you know. Hey, Matt, come on, Smitty, man. You starting already? Said Fields ain't top 20. All right. Okay. I'm going to let you rock with it. But speaking of football, man, let's talk about it. We got a situation going on. The combine is this week. But one guy that was there but is no longer there, top prospect Jalen Carter, arrested on reckless endangering the situation that he had dealing with a fatal crash. Let's take a quick peek at it. We'll talk about it.
A standout University of Georgia football player who is expected to be one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL draft is now facing reckless driving charges. Police say Jalen Carter was racing with another UGA staff member, which eventually led to a double fatal crash. Investigators say speed and alcohol are believed to have been factors in the crash. A toxicology report found both drivers had a blood alcohol concentration more than twice Georgia's legal limit. That crash happened back in January after the Bulldogs won the college football championship.
That's a sad situation. That's a real sad situation. And condolences out to the Stafford and the other Georgia Bulldog football player that unfortunately passed away in the situation. So definitely condolences out to those two and their families. Obviously, like I said, that happened back in January after the Bulldogs won the national championship. Y'all wild. He said, let's talk Knicks while we talk about the Knicks. They suck. Y'all wild. But no, this situation with Jalen Carter is a real, it's fickle. And the reason why I say fickle is because obviously him being charged, you got to let the legal process play out. All right? Let the legal process play out. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't think there's going to be teams that's going to take him off the board just because there's a couple of lives that passed away. And him, you know, pretty much doing the racing thing. You know, hey, look, we were all 20s. We were all in our 20s at one point. Did we all make the right decisions? The smartest decisions? No. We didn't make the smartest decisions. We didn't. I can admit that. I know for a fact, my damn self, I did not make the wisest choices and decisions when I was 19, 20, 21 years old. All right? But here's the deal. He's in some serious shit. And I agree with you. I agree with you, MJ. Because there's people that perished, man. There's two people that perished, two people that passed away. And you were involved in the racing situation. And you can't be absolved from it just because you survived and you didn't crash. You know, it sucks. To me, this situation is pretty crappy because obviously the timing of it is not good, or the fact that it happened at all is not good. I get it. Them Georgia people, they was partying, celebrating back-to-back national champions. I get it. I get it. But you got to be smart about this. And the reason why you got to be smart about it is because, yeah, you won a national championship, you celebrated, but then you went the irresponsible route. They said their blood alcohol content was twice the legal limit. It was twice the legal limit. So you are literally putting yourself in a bad situation the moment they got behind the wheel. And this is what I'm saying, like, we gotta start holding people to be more accountable with their choices, especially when you're in this limelight and you're in this situation. You got to start getting the right people around you that's going to hold you down, hold you honest, hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in this situation as a top NFL prospect, there's going to be people that's going to be tugging at you, trying to leech off of you. You know, trying to pretty much find a way to boost themselves up at the expense of that person. At the end of the day, they gonna look out for them. But I'm tired of hearing stories of these young men and women who are great, great athletes who are getting themselves in trouble over things that you can control. You can control these situations. I get it. Hey, look, like I said, I get it. 21-year-old, I probably didn't make the wisest decisions when it came to drinking and driving or hell, thinking I'm faster. I grew up when Fast and the Furious was popping. When Fast and Furious was popping, everybody thought they was goddamn a NASCAR driver. Everybody thought they was Jeff Gordon in the black SS with the navigation. Everybody thought they was speed racer. Let's go drift it. Everybody thought, come on now. If you're not a professional, don't do that. Don't do that mess. You're not a race car driver. And then don't compile it in a worse situation by being intoxicated twice the legal limit. And I'm not saying these universities need to go ahead and take budget money and hire full-time babysitters for these players, because to me, that's asinine. But this is how you do it. You start when they're younger. How about that, folks? You gotta start being a parent. I think that's what we're getting away from. Just being decent human beings from the beginning. Because if you implement smart decision making in the beginning, it's not going to harm them when they're in a position that can. Let's be honest about Jalen Carter. Yes, he's a top prospect. He is. if it's all said and done, if the right team goes up there, he could possibly be the #1 overall pick. If Chicago don't move, they could take him at #1. He's a possible #1 pick, and he's putting his future in jeopardy from a bad decision. And so we got it. All I'm saying is find a way. Maybe schools find a way to help instill those smart decision makers. But for me personally, it starts back when they kids, as parents. But it's also up to it's also up to administration, coaches, people who are in higher up positions. They need to, make sure that they're tip top. Because I know that kids are going to be kids, but we also don't want bad examples from people in administration. We don't want bad examples from people who coaches, ADs, all that. You know what I'm saying? Create the environment that you will be held accountable, and that being professional and being courteous, being a good human being are requirements. Make them requirements. You can't be a decent human being. You can't be on my football team. But we got to talk about the elephant in the room, about this whole Jalen Carter situation. We got to be honest about it, because you're looking at it as reckless driving. That's what you're looking at it as. And there's going to be franchises that won't be bothered by this. It's a crazy thing to say. But it's going to be franchises that's going to overlook it. So you know what I'm saying? There's going to be times that teams are going to overlook certain situations like this because what? Because why? Because Jalen Carter could help us on the defensive line. Because Jalen Carter is one hell of a player. Jalen Carter might be that piece to help us get over the hump. So there's going to be a franchise, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. We don't know for sure out of all the 32 teams, which teams are going to be willing to take a risk on the fella. But I know for a fact there will be a team they're going to ignore everything that happened today. Not and quite honestly, it really depends on how far the prosecutors want to take this. If they want to make an example out of this young fella, I can't be mad at the justice system. 2 people passed away. At the end of the day, 2 people passed away because Jalen Carter and the other people decided to be drag racers while drunk. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you got a point, Smitty. It's too late to pretty much go back on say it was because they can't do a toxicology no more, obviously, for obvious reasons. But you know what I'm saying? Let me go back up to your question, MJ. My man MJ is here's the question: do you risk a high draft pick on him with this hanging over his head? I'll be honest. I can't see him going in the first round no more. The only way he will go in the first round is if the situation is taken care of by the time the draft rolls around. Because I think the draft is late April, so you're pretty much talking about 2 months from now, since it's now March. You know what I'm saying? So you're a lot can happen A lot can happen with this situation. Could be completely absolved. Could be, given probation, heavy fines. Not sure what the punishment's going to be. Not sure. But with all this lingering over his head, and then you're going into the draft, for me personally, the fact that two people have perished, I couldn't take him in the first round. And I'm being realistic, y'all. I wouldn't take him in the first round. I would still take a swing at him if he's available in second or third or fourth. Because somebody will. Let's be quite frank about this. Somebody's going to get Jalen Carter on their football team, even with this pinning over his head. You know how I know? You know how I know somebody's going to pick him up? Because look at all the teams that was lined up to get Deshaun Watson. There was a shit ton of teams, at least a handful, at least from what I gathered, all the information I got, at least a minimum 4 to 5 teams was lined up trying to get Deshaun Watson. And we knew what he was dealing with. This man was dealing with 20 plus sexual assault civil suits for multiple women. Some that didn't even join the laws, the civil suit. So it could have been upwards past the 26 or 27 sexual assault cases there were. And guess what? All those sexual assault cases were not dissolved by the time Deshaun Watson got traded and got $231 million guaranteed. So, to really answer your question, MJ, I don't think you risk a first round pick, but you still take a flyer on Jalen Carter because somebody will. We've seen it time and time again with the NFL. Morality under moolah. The moolah is the more important thing than the morality in the NFL. More times than not. That's how the NFL operates. You know what I'm saying? It's literally, there's been series of cases where the NFL, I ain't see nothing. But I do know he's one hell of a football player. I mean, come on. That is the atmosphere that we're living in now today when it comes with these sports. Where's the morality part? We're not concerned with our morals no more. We're not concerned with the optics on how this situation looks. We're not concerned with the backlash, the public scrutiny. They're not concerned with that anymore. No, NFL's not concerned with that. They're worried about one thing, the bottom line. They're concerned about, well, hell, can Jalen Carter help us get more views, more entertainment in football? Equals more money? So NFL here and say, oh, we'll stand behind, whatever decision is made for Jalen Carter, but at the end of the day, until something happens, as in with some kind of resolution, for sure, with the case, he's still going to get drafted. A team's still going to take a chance on him. That's just the nature of the beast. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to get drafted. Oh, no, Smitty. There was more than 3 teams. More than 3 teams that was trying to get Deshaun Watson. I promise you that. Them all them people that's sitting there to make it seem like they were so distraught and so hurt by all the sexual allegations that Deshaun Watson had against him. They was capping. They knew what was up. So I mean, it's a part of sports that goes beyond these major sports. Starts in high school. Yeah. Y'all know that. And y'all know it. It starts in high school. It all starts in high school. I remember one time when I was in high school, a guy on our football team, star running back, got pulled over. Of course, he was underage, drunk. Get played next Friday. And the reason why he played next Friday is because the guy was averaging like some godly numbers, like almost 170 plus rushing yards a week. Did you really think that coach wanted to be without his star high school running back? And so it really starts in the lower tier of these programs in high school of showing favoritism for those who are highly skilled. And so some of these people who are in coaching positions, administration positions, they are pretty much, allowing that behavior because a player is very talented, which is sending the wrong message. Because by the time that high schooler has been favored in high school, he's going to expect the same treatment in college. Oh, just let me be a knucklehead, but as long as I'm good at damn football, why does it matter? And then if it's not nipped in the butt in college, he's damn sure going to go to the pros with the same mindset. And so at some point between that journey of this kid, somebody had to have, they have to. Somebody has to shut the shit down and say, nah, bro, this ain't it. Go sit down. Get your life together. Because this is, shouldn't have played. Because I don't want to harp on the players too hard, even though I'm not going to absolve them from being accountable. Look, Jalen Carter got to deal with the consequences. Ain't nobody told him to get drunk twice the legal limit. Ain't nobody told him to get drunk and get behind the wheel. Ain't nobody told him to be drunk, get behind the wheel, and want to be speed racer. He got to deal with those consequences. And not only does he have to deal with the consequences, he has to deal with the fact that there's two people that he know passed away because of silly decisions that they all made. He has to live with that. And so I will never absolve a player from making a bad decision. I'm not going to call it dumb or stupid. It was just a bad decision. You can't, I get it. They were celebrating a back-to-back national championship, but you got to be smart because you got to look at the future. Especially when you know you Jalen Carter. Hey, man, I'm going to be a first-round pick. Hey, man, you want some of this weed? Nah, bro, I'm good, man. You want some of this sniff? Come on, bro. Nah, I'm good. Come on, man, let's go drag racing. Get some liquor. Nah, bro. But it takes a village. Y'all remember it takes a village to raise a child? What happened to that? Huh? What happened to it? I remember back in the day, I used to get my ass whooped from the neighbors because it took a village. My mom and dad running around. I was acting a fool. My parents gave neighbors permission to beat my ass. Hey, that little knucklehead boy right there, he's mine. He act up and I ain't around, get in his ass. Pause. Whoop his ass. That's how it was. So in this instance, it should be parents, coaches, administration, each and every one person to make sure that this who is top 10 draft prospect talent, we gonna make sure he fulfills that destiny with the minimum amount of speed bumps. It's not sheltering. It's not smothering. It's shielding. Preparing him to be an adult. Usually, if you can catch a fire before it turns into a blaze, man, you can save so many lives. That's all. Jalen Carter, man, I wish you didn't. I wish you just didn't make that bad decision. You could have. You stupid. Pass that ish my way. I'm not Jalen Carter. You wild, MJ. But for real though, I'm just baffled that every year, it'll never fail. Every year, there's going to be some stories of people just doing knucklehead things, and that's just the nature of the beast. You're just trying to find a way to minimize it so that it's not a problem. But Jalen Carter has a problem on his hands. It depends on how the prosecutors want to handle this situation. 2 people passed away, and so close to being the draft. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go in the first round like a lot of people are predicting, just because this is going to be a dark cloud hanging over him. But he will get drafted. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Because somebody will draft him, and they ain't gonna be scared to play him neither. Come on, get your ass on the field. Let's go. It's gonna be a team. Oh man, crazy. I know we talked about Lamar Jackson and all this situation that's dealing with him. I know Nick, the big homie Nick Sean, came on here and said he's going to Atlanta. Detroit Mail's been on the show, said he's going to Atlanta. And guess what? I am now on the Lamar Jackson to Atlanta train. I always thought Miami was probably the best spot for him. Obviously, him being from Florida. Miami got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Gesicki, Mostert. I forget their other running back. Was it Jeff Wilson? But you got a good cast. You got a good cast. But the only problem is that Miami got a situation with Tua. What you gonna do with Tua? I know you keep talking all this jazzy talk that, hey, we're going to roll with Tua. Come on now. Let's be honest. So the same dude that's been in and out of the lineup all year, 3 concussions that we've known about, and you're going to go in the season with him as your starter. Come on now. We being for real. We being for real, Miami. You're not even going to attempt to go get Lamar? Not at all? Not at all. Okay. I think he'd be upgrade from Tua. But me personally, seeing what happened with Tua this year, I don't even know if I even want you wearing my uniform, bro. Because I don't want to be responsible for anything bad that happened to you. You got too much injury stuff that I don't like, especially dealing with the head concussions. Nah, pimp. I don't want none of that. And so I always thought that Lamar Jackson to Miami would have been a feasible option because of what's the right word to describe Tua? You don't have a decisive plan on what you're going to do with him, a definite plan what you're going to do with him. You don't know for sure. We don't even know if Tua is even healthy enough to mentally healthy enough to even do this stuff anymore. Because I'm worried for Tua, and I literally mean this. I am worried for Tua. I don't want this man to hit his head on the ground no more, or get hit in the head. Because they say once you get the first concussion, the more you can get is easily to get them. It's easy to get them. And he had 3 that we know of for sure this year. Come on, man. You know that the information on how it goes with this CTE shit. You want to be a victim? You want to be another number to it? First of all, playing football is a gladiator sport, and we got to be honest. Junior Seau had his own situation with the CTE. McNair, was it Jack Ham for the Steelers back in the day? I mean, you could go on and on list. What is his name? Damn, it just escaped my mind. But literally, you're talking about guys that have dealing with long-term effects of head trauma. You're playing a gladiator sport. I don't care how much the NFL want to try to clean up the sport and make it less contact as possible, as in practices, and can't tackle a certain way, can't touch the receiver. But look, these cats are moving at nice speeds, full-on collisions. You gotta be a little bit nuts to literally play football. You really do, because the amount of exertion and absorbing the pain that you put your body through is ridiculous. You know what, Jay? I said the same thing. I would at least put the bug in the ear and be like, "Hey, bro, I know you're young. I know you're young to it. But damn it, I want you to live past 75, 80, whatever. Think about the long-term effects." Have y'all seen some of these football players that played 10, 11, 12, 13 years? Can't get out the bed. They pill popping like a motherfucker because that's the only thing that's taking the pain away. They probably drowning down with some liquor. Y'all know how liquor and medication ain't never supposed to mix. You know what I'm saying? And so, please believe, when these cats have this CTE situations, there's going to be family members that's going to be like, "Yo, I can't fuck with this guy no more. I can't mess with him." It happens. But they don't understand on why he's like that. The CTE messes with a person's brain. It's a brain injury. We all know how important the brain is. So, I mean, it's I just always thought that Lamar Jackson would end up in Miami just because of the fact that you realistically have to have a talk, sit down face to face with Tua and see what's really good. That's just me. But no, it's a lot of places that I think Lamar Jackson can fit. But he will be an Atlanta Falcon. And just in case you didn't know, the writing was on the wall the moment the moment that damn Marcus Mariota was released. That was the first domino. The moment that Marcus Mariota got the pink slip and said, pack your shit, get the hell out. After 1 year, thank you for your services, which is quite humorous because Arthur Smith, who is the head coach of the Falcons, was Marcus Mariota's offensive coach in Tennessee. Y'all don't see the irony? I see the irony in it. Like all of a sudden, you give this man 1 year, knowing that you didn't see a lot of Marcus Mariota. So my thing is Atlanta's telling me that they ain't got the quarterback for their franchise in the house right now. I know they go get Desmond Ridder. Yeah, but he's about to be back up. He's about to be back up. So say what you want. Speculate this, speculate that. But to me, the writings is on the wall that Lamar Jackson will be a Falcon. He's going to be a Falcon. And I know we talked about the demographics the other night. Me and MJ did this. Look, Atlanta's going to love the shit out of Lamar Jackson. They're going to love the shit out of Lamar Jackson, for real. Hey, here's an interesting conversation we need to have. So I was listening to sports radio the other day, and I think I was watching Jay, Will, Max, and Keyshawn. Oh, also to add this, yeah, I think they'd be dumb not to go after him. But here's another caveat on why Lamar is going to Atlanta. And matter of fact, me and Jay, we was talking about it on Twitter. This is why I believe for a fact that Lamar is going to go over to Atlanta. It's because you look at the 11 draft picks that Atlanta currently has right now. So more than likely, those numbers will decrease once they probably make the sign and trade for Lamar Jackson. Because let's not make no mistake about this, y'all. Let's not make no mistake about this. Baltimore Ravens are not going to let Lamar Jackson go to another team without zero compensation. It ain't going down like that. They're going to sign and trade the shit out of him, and they're going to get a haul back in draft picks. And guess what? Atlanta has 11 of them. Just this year. So if Atlanta really want them, it'll take half of these motherfuckers. For real. Take all our 1s, 2s, and 3s. We'll take Lamar Jackson. Thank you. So they got the draft capital to make the trade. All right. Have y'all looked at the cap spaces for all 32 teams? If you did, then you would have saw that the damn Atlanta Falcons are behind the Houston Texans in cap space. But Atlanta got like almost $62 million to play with of cap space. So that's a possible signing Lamar Jackson, 40 plus million a year, give or take. And then, I mean, literally. I mean, you Atlanta has all the options. They have all the ammunition to make the trade. I think to me, there's no doubt about it. Atlanta will be the destination because Baltimore, they damn sure ain't gonna let them walk out the door free. They're gonna want just as much compensation back for them as possible. And I hate doing this, but we're gonna keep looking at the Watson situation. Whole bunch of picks Cleveland gave Houston, first and second round picks. And now you got the money to pay him too in Atlanta too? Come on now. Why else will Lamar go anywhere else? Because first of all, Baltimore ain't gonna trade you to an AFC team. And so that's why I'm done with the Miami thing. I don't see Lamar Jackson in the AFC at all. It'd be foolish to trade him within the conference. It'd be foolish. Going to get Jimmy G. Jimmy G's market, to me, in my opinion, is very low. And the reason why it's low, y'all know the reason why. Hey, 217, what's up? What's up, brother? How you doing, my brother? But Jimmy G's market is low, and he did it again this year. Can stay healthy. When the guy that can't stay healthy, I can't do it. I can't do it. I know how good you can be or are, but if you're not available, I can't do it. Speaking of a person that's very talented and often hurt, surprise, surprise, Anthony Davis did not play tonight. Oh my goodness. I got to pull up the actual quote that the Lakers put out. I got to find that. Because they literally said something crazy as hell about him not playing. And they said they wanted to be cautious about it. Matter of fact. But that goes back to my conversation with you guys last night. That's why the LeBron injury is a lot worse and a hit to the franchise is than if AD got hurt. You know why? Because AD is always hurt. You've always been knowing how to operate your team under the impression that you won't have Anthony Davis. I know how talented Anthony Davis is, but damn. The blows just keep coming in. Luckily, the Lakers played OKC tonight. Rims. No Bron, no AD. Thank God Russell gone. Oh my gosh. But you got to give it up to the Lakers for beating the OKC Thunder, I guess, without no LeBron, no AD. So that shows you that there's talent on this squad at least without those two. But my final thing, always down. Always done. Always never mind. No. Look, I know they already signed LeBron to an extension. I know both of them are highly paid basketball players. But me personally, if I'm the GM of the Lakers, Rob Pelinka, I'm putting them both on the block next year. I'm putting them both on the trade block. Because here's two things. I want to free up my cap space so I can actually build a team. Here's the second thing. You will not, or no longer will be pretty much at the beckoning of a player like LeBron James, pretty much trying to wear too many hats. Let me be the activist. Let me be the basketball player. Let me be the social justice warrior. Let me be the spokesperson for this. Let me speak up on that. Let me speak up on this. That's LeBron. Y'all do know when things happen in the real life social stuff, they can't wait to hear LeBron's answer. They asking basketball questions. They can't wait to hear from LeBron. Now, this comparison might be crazy, but I think LeBron and Tom Brady are like more in sync than people realize. Because both players pretty much had a pulse to the league. Literally, it never fails you. When Brady was here, y'all saw it. NFL took care of Brady, and for the most part, the NBA takes care of LeBron. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, I'm at this point as a Lakers fan where I'm like, I'm tired of dealing with an old 38-year-old who's been beat up a lot since he's been in LA and got a Bubba Ring to show for it. That's all I'm saying. I just, we can't keep doing this. At some point, you got to move on. Can't keep throwing money at the same problem, thinking it's just going to go away. No, problems go away because you fix them. That's how that works. Problems just don't go away on their own. I wish they did. That'd save me a lot of heartache in my life. Shit. We'll see. I'm just ready to just be done with the circus. Trade both of them. See what value you can get from them, because you already didn't already overhaul your value, as in future assets in the draft. Pretty much all gone. So yeah, come on, man. I don't know, man. It's wild. It's crazy. And no, the Knicks don't need or want him. y'all could use it. No, never mind. I mean, hey, teach his own. I'm not big on LeBron or AD. So if you want him on their squad, I know LeBron could. I mean, the guy is averaging 32 points this year. Can't say he's slowing down. His body is. Because I think we went over the stats the other day. He's been missing so many games ever since he's been in LA. It is what it is, right? Oh, hey, there was a debut tonight. Wasn't there? There was a debut. Down here in North Carolina, 2 hours away from me, down in Charlotte, in Queen City. They was in uptown Charlotte tonight, baby, to see them Charlotte Hornets take on the Phoenix Suns. But it's not just any Phoenix Suns. It's the Phoenix Suns with the debuting Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. Hey, bro. Hey, Kevin Durant he's a basketball player. Kevin Durant is a basketball player. I'm talking about the reason why Kevin Durant is a basketball player is because you're literally talking about a dude, don't brush his hair, don't put lotion on, he be ashy as hell, hair nappy than a mug. And I'm not trying to make fun of KD. I'm just saying, y'all seen his pictures. Scruffy beard, hair looks, look like it's locking on his own. Oh, he got the haircut now right here, but he's shaved up a little bit. But he, for the most part, he don't care about his image. He looks. That man is about basketball. And he looked good. Devin Booker looked good tonight. But I'm still one of those people I'm not going to go crazy over the Phoenix Suns until I know that they are Western Conference Finals or NBA Finals. I'm not taking the Kool-Aid yet just because KD's there. I understand how KD is. KD is KD. Baller. Shot caller, 20-inch blade, Impala. But I'm not going to just run to any top of the hill and be like, Suns are going to win the championship. No, I can't. I don't know that for sure. I'm not saying that because my deal is that the fact of the matter is KD, who I love, respect his game. He's been having injury issues the last couple of years. Ever since he had the Achilles when he's in Golden State. Ain't been right for the most part. And when you acquire someone like Kevin Durant, in return, you're going to give up a lot. And so what's going to happen when some of these players, like CP3 is going to get hurt? He's older and he's been injury prone. KD can easily get hurt. So you got a superstar and a glorified role player. What can they do for you? Because, look, it's all well and fine to have big names in your squad, but they are at a huge disadvantage because there's so many teams in the West that have been playing together. That's been, they got that camaraderie and they know how to play with each other. Phoenix Suns and Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and look, I know you can do open runs in your practice facility, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing because your opponent is doing film on you too. They're gonna look for tendencies. What can I do to beat y'all? It's crazy, yo. Crazy, yo. Anyway, y'all, that's the show. That is the show. That is the show. Man, we're gonna have a good weekend of sports. XFL is by the way, XFL their ratings dropped from week 1 to week 2. No surprise, that happens. A lot of people are going to tune in week 1 is just get an idea of the concept, and then week 2, it's your diehards that are watching XFL. So, you at least mixing up or filming the pictures. What else happened? Real quick, for my hockey heads, Patrick Kane, huge name, got traded to the New York Rangers. That's big. To break it down, my best way to describe Patrick Kane in hockey sense to another sport, like a Drew Brees, got a championship, not a lot of championships, got one for sure, got a lot of accolades, awards, Pro Bowls, So Patrick Kane would be the, he would be the, and it just escaped my head when I just said it. Yeah, the Drew Brees of the NHL. So that happened. What else happened in sports world before we get out of here? It's a weed. I forget. I got a weed break. Anyway, y'all. Let's do this again tomorrow. Yeah, Thursday. Y'all want to do it Thursday? I think I'm good for it. Y'all, we want to pick this up again Thursday. Anyway, again, shout out to my peoples at Let's Talk Sports on YouTube channel, man. Much love to Let's Talk Sports, simulcasting the Late Night Owl Show with us. What else? I was supposed to say something else. Man, it's a weed, man. I need to stop smoking, god damn it. I be brain farting too much. But no, again, shout out to Let's Talk Sports, which I just said. You see the bottom of the screen, I.O.W Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, most importantly, the YouTube channel, I.O.W Sports 1, on Twitter, where you can catch me personally. Casey Wildcard on Twitter, Wildcard on Facebook and Instagram. And it's been real. We got over that hump. Now tomorrow's Thursday, dog. Anyway, y'all, I remember Thursday growing up as a kid. I got a story on that shit. Boy, we had got hella drunk. We was at my people's house, stayed. Well, we had a handle of Jose Cuervo. And, yeah. I took about at least 10, 11 shots. Hey, man, your boy could get it in back in the day. 10, 11 shots right now would probably kill me. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Hey, man. Let's come back do this again tomorrow, Thursday night, episode 275. Wildcard Mar out. Peace and love, y'all.
Yeah. Come on. Silent Hill TV, yes. Hitchhikers. Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers, load across the scene is dangerous.